Oh, there, I did get there. So I think I'm just going to have to shift between the two and not have both on at the same time. So hello. It is a delight to be here. If we haven't met, my name is Sarah. I have been an English teacher for really long time, over 2 decades, which is shocking to me how time flies. Kind of crazy. So I've been an English teacher teaching English as a second language. I'm also dual qualified. So my day job at the moment is as a English teacher to native English speakers. So I teach English literature as well. But today I'm going to be teaching idioms related to secrets. And we're just starting with this idea of, oh, goodness, I clicked. I did it. Oh, we'll get there in the end. Back in the day, that means like a long time ago, it was Skype, and we just used Skype. And 2013, I started teaching people all over the world using Skype. In my day job as an English teacher with native English speakers, children, and teenagers, I did teach online using Google Meet during the pandemic. So it is humbling to come onto a new platform and to struggle. But you know what? That's life. And it's like when you're trying to speak and trying to improve your English, there will be things that are challenges. Maybe they are, difficult situations, or it's embarrassing to put yourself out there and to try. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You know what they say, hard choices, easy life, easy choices, hard life. Oh, I see that we have a comment. We have someone joining from Saudi Arabia. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. That's exciting. I've got a comment up. Okay, so let me know where you're from as we go along and as you join, and certainly also if you're watching on the replay. So today we're looking at idioms about secrets. Can you see this person is doing this motion? That's a really good gesture for indicating secrets. So if you promise to keep a secret with someone, we sometimes do that gesture. It's almost like we're locking something and then throwing away the key. So, your secret's safe with me. And then another gesture that we do is a kind of shh, which can mean quiet, but we make that gesture to be kind of indicating I will keep quiet about it. And another one is this. Strange, isn't it? But that indicates, again, a promise to keep a secret. That one's a little bit more cheeky, a little bit more, I know that this is a perhaps slightly negative secret that I'm going to keep. Yeah, so there we have a gesture. So before we jump into looking at the idioms about secrets, I would love to just ask, set the stage, if you will, begin by asking, what is an idiom? Well, it's an expression that holds a different meaning to its literal meaning. And that's why they can sometimes cause difficulties. My second language is Brazilian Portuguese, and I myself know that I struggle with idioms in Portuguese. I translate from English to Portuguese, and it doesn't always work. So in English, we say, oh, that blew my mind. But when I say, isso é uma coisa que explodiu minha mente, that's something that blew my mind, it doesn't translate. My friends and family, they know that I do that, so they understand, but it's definitely something that I'm working on to try and learn the correct idioms so that people don't have to work extra hard to figure out what I mean. So here's an idiom. It's not connected to secrets, which is our topic for today. It's just an idiom that I'll use to talk about how we kind of decode, or we learn the meaning and then we apply it. We don't decode it. We learn it and then we apply it. So when we think about to hit the roof, we can figure out a literal meaning, which is, to hit, to touch something, and the roof, the top of a house. But the literal meaning is not what the idiom actually means. So if we look at this context, I remember when I was in school, and my friend had a secret party at his house without permission from his parents. They hit the roof when they found out. So the literal meaning is not correct. Can you put in the comments, what does it mean if someone hits the roof? What's the meaning of that? Have you heard that idiom before? What does it mean to hit the roof? So he wasn't allowed to have a party, but he did. And the parents came home, they figured it out, they saw, and they absolutely hit the roof. Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to give you the answer, which is to hit the roof is to become very angry immediately. So another example, their customer service, that's a slightly different idiom. Their customer service is driving me up the wall. So driving me up the wall is another idiom that means annoyed, but it doesn't have quite the same connotation, thought and feeling. So the connotation of hit the roof is like immediate. It's like huge thing that's happened. So a teenager takes his father's car without permission and crashes it. Hit the roof, like really angry because it's a big thing. Versus something or someone is driving you up the wall, that would be just getting slightly annoyed. So you get it. You know this already, I'm sure. An idiom is something that you have to learn, and you have to know the meaning of the idiom because you can't figure it out from the literal meaning, so it can be tricky. As we go along, or if you're watching on the replay, I would love for you to put in, what is your favorite idiom? You could translate it from your own language, or tell me what's your favorite idiom in English. I would love to know. I've certainly got a few. Some of them actually we're going to look at today. So let me know in the comments, what is your favorite idiom? Okay, so today we are going to be looking at idioms related to secrets in context. We're going to be looking at the positive and the negative usages. So positive in the sense that someone is promising to keep a secret. Negative in the sense that it's a damaging secret that is being hidden. And then also looking at how idioms that deal with revealing secrets. And we'll do a really short quiz at the end. So we're looking at them in context, and then you can practice using them as well. The idioms that we are looking at, they are taken from my YouTube video, which is about secret idioms. And in that video, I go through about 13. So you could check that video out on my YouTube channel if you're interested in looking at all of them. And as you can see in this picture, in that video, I also talk about the secret pyramid that we have here in Scotland. Okay, so, interesting to see that the slides, when they come into the software, they're shrunk a little bit, and so there's some errors on them, but we're going to keep going. We're going to deal with it. Okay, so let's look at this list of idioms that are positive. My lips are sealed, to be sworn to silence, mum's the word, to keep something under wraps, and something is hush hush. What do you think those indicate? They're all talking about really a similar meaning, but there's some slight differences between them. Have a think, put it in the comments if you'd like to. What do those idioms mean? We'll go through them one by one and just briefly talk about the slight differences. So my lips are sealed is a promise to keep a secret. To be sworn to silence, same thing, but it implies a little bit more of a formal, a government or a society is initiating you into keeping secrets. It's a little bit more formal. Mum's the word, informal, UK. To keep something under wraps is quite informal as well, but just means the same thing, to keep the secret. And then also hush hush, that also means to keep the secret. Negative secrets, dirty laundry, skeletons in the cupboard or closet, and a dark past. So those are secrets that are harmful, destructive, and that people would be perhaps embarrassed to get out into the public. And so those are more negative secrets. And to reveal secrets, let the cat out of the bag, spill the beans, spill the tea. So let the cat out of the bag is a really good one. I like using that one. Spill the beans, that's a British one. We wouldn't perhaps use that with American English or US English. Spill the tea is quite informal, and perhaps maybe folks younger than me would talk about, oh, go on, spill the tea, tell me the gossip. So spill the tea is specifically for informal conversations and people gossiping about a situation or about people. So that's not one that I would usually use because it's quite informal and perhaps for younger generations, although that's maybe not accurate, but very informal for sure. Okay, if we look at one idiom that is a really positive one, we're going to focus on my lips are sealed. And I'll read a context for you, and then I'll read two contexts for you. We'll talk about some of the vocabulary in the readings, and then I'll give you a chance to practice in the comments if you would like to. Okay, so Jane and Emily, inseparable since childhood, always shared everything with each other. One evening, Jane confided in Emily about her financial troubles, admitting she was struggling to make ends meet. With a heavy heart, Jane pleaded, "Promise you won't tell anyone, Em?" Emily nodded. Oh, I cannot see that. That is weird. Emily nodded solemnly and mouthed, "My lips are sealed." Okay, she's promised to keep that secret. What is she keeping a secret about? Did you get that meaning? She is talking to her friend and she is admitting that she was struggling to make ends meet. That means that she's struggling with her budgeting, with her finances. She doesn't have enough money for things. If you're struggling to make ends meet, you're struggling to pay for things. And her friend solemnly, so seriously, in kind of a sad and respectful way, promises that her lips are sealed. Okay, I don't know that you should feel embarrassed about not being able to make ends meet, but it's certainly clear that the friend is saying, it's okay, I'm not going to share it with anyone. Okay, last context we're going to look at. Sally excitedly told her sister Lucy about her plans to surprise their parents with a special anniversary celebration. With a sparkle in her eyes, Sally whispered, "I want it to be a secret until the big day." Lucy nodded and replied, "You can count on me, Sally. My lips are sealed." From that moment on, Sally knew she could rely on, goodness, cannot see it. She could rely on, just give me a moment. How frustrating. Again, technology sometimes lets you down. It's not the most ideal. I'm just going to check. She could rely on Lucy to keep the surprise under wraps. There we go. Rely on her to keep the surprise under wraps. Okay, so in that context, it's a surprise anniversary celebration that's been planned. They're talking about it, and she says, can you not share this? Absolutely. My lips are sealed. I'll keep it under wraps. I'll keep it hush hush. Okay, so my lips are sealed means to promise to keep a secret. It signifies a commitment to maintaining confidentiality and trustworthiness and safeguarding sensitive information. So you would say to someone, I'm not going to share your secret. Okay, whether you let's look at this context, and I would love for you, if you're watching this on the replay, to go ahead and see if you can write in the comment section a sentence that would make sense within this context. So Ruth is showing Fiona her private plans to open a new business. So she's opening a new business, And she's got all these ideas and proprietary, like special to her ideas and maybe products, and she's sharing it, but she doesn't want it to get out there. So she wants this to be private. Can you write a sentence using "my lips are sealed" in this context? So think about what one of them might say to the other in the context of not sharing information about her business. Okay, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and have a go. I will check back and I will encourage you and give you feedback and support. So I'd love to see what you're able to write to actually use that idiom in a sentence. It's really important that you actively use them, writing out or practicing speaking about them, perhaps opening Chat GPT. Did I get that right? Chat GPT, and asking it to have a conversation with you about this context even. Okay, looking at a secret that has a negative connotation again being a thought and a feeling. Let's read these two contexts and then I'll give you another chance to practice. One fateful afternoon, Dan agreed to help declutter his grandparents' attic for them. Okay, I'm going to go through the vocabulary as I go along, but first I have to say, hola, Gabriel, tudo bem? Hello, Gabriel. Thank you for joining in. I'm so grateful that you're here and it's so nice to see you. We are talking about idioms related to secrets, and we've had folks that have joined us and folks that will be joining on the replay, but I'm excited to just start streaming again because I haven't done this in a really long time. And it's humbling because the technology is difficult, but we are getting through it and we're continuing on. So whether you're watching this now or in the replay, thank you for being here. Okay, so one fateful afternoon, Dan agreed to help declutter. To declutter means to remove all of the extra things that you don't need. So clutter is, kind of extra objects around your house. So it's helping them tidy up. Dan agreed to help declutter his grandparents' attic for them, the attic being the top part of the house that's used for storage often. While rummaging, so that means looking through, randomly looking at things. While rummaging through a pile of letters, he stumbled upon an old letter from a lawyer. He had to decide whether to throw it away or not. So he read a little and then immediately revealed scandalous revelations of a bitter dispute between his grandfather and the McGregor family over an alleged business fraud. Okay, so let's stop for a moment. The letter revealed scandalous revelations. So it had in the letter things that were really shocking. So truths that had not been known about a bitter dispute. So a nasty argument between his grandfather and the McGregors, who obviously had perhaps been in business with each other. So he's found some, like we talked about spilling the tea, he's found some tea, he's found some nasty gossip and some kind of truths that might not have otherwise been revealed. Shocked by the dirty laundry laid, oh, hang on, are we on the right? Yes, I am. I can only see part of it. It's so difficult. Goodness. Okay. Just one moment. Yeah, okay. Shocked by the dirty laundry laid bare before him, he realized now his grandfather had lied all the years he'd claimed the McGregors had wronged him. So this letter is shocking because it shows fraud. His grandfather was the one that did the things that were wrong. His grandfather stole money. His grandfather was in the wrong. And yet the grandfather told him differently. So the grandfather had dirty laundry. The grandfather had damaging, embarrassing, negative, destructive, harmful secrets to hide. When he found that letter, he discovered the dirty laundry. So there's a phrase in there, it says the dirty laundry was laid bare. If something is laid bare, then the truth comes out. Okay, we're going to look at one more context and then I'll give you a practice. Mark and Lily work together at a prestigious, so that means well-respected, prestigious accounting firm. While doing a routine audit, so a normal check of the accounts, Mark uncovered evidence of financial misconduct by top executives. The company had been cooking the books. Okay, to cook the books is a great idiom that means to make a company has made their profit seem better than it actually is. Basically committed fraud. So an accountant who cooks the books is someone who is not truthful in the way that they are reporting the profit that they've made. So in this situation, he has discovered that they have cooked the books. And so Mark confided in Lily about the dirty laundry, the bad secret, the dirty laundry he'd found. And together they discussed how to deal with it, keeping the secret within their trusted circle at first until they could take appropriate action to report it. Okay, trusted circle means the people closest to you. So you might talk about family, friends being your trusted circle, the people that you trust completely who are closest to you. So Mark discovered that the company had committed fraud, they'd been cooking the books, and he tells his trusted circle and they figure out how to deal with this bad secret, this dirty laundry. Okay, so dirty laundry means secrets, scandals, or embarrassing information that someone would prefer to keep hidden from others. Let's look at this context here. And then if you are able to and you'd like to, I'd love for you to write in the comments a sentence connected to this context, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on the replay. Okay, so Sophia has discovered some files on a work shared drive that suggest the company has lied. Can you write a sentence using dirty laundry in this context? So what has she discovered? What has happened? Can you think of a sentence that you could write using the idiom dirty laundry? So in this instance, the bad secret that she's found are the files, right? So the files are the dirty laundry. So she's discovered the bad secret. She's discovered those files that reveal something negative about the company. Remembering that dirty laundry is like a negative or embarrassing secret. Okay, so have a think about that. You might want to practice after, or if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and add in the comments. I see someone else has joined us. Hello, hello. We are looking at idioms related to secrets. As you join, tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what your favorite secret is. Favorite secret. Goodness, don't tell me your favorite secret. Tell me your favorite idiom. I would love to know. Okay, we are now looking at the last type, the idiom connected to revealing a secret. And for this, we are looking at the idiom to let the cat out of the bag. Remembering that YouTube video has many more idioms that you could go and look at if you wanted to, but let's just focus on this one. There are others that talk about revealing secrets. So this is revealing secrets in a way that is unintentional, like you didn't want to. So let the cat out of the bag, spill the beans, open a can of worms. Those are all idioms that talk about, oh, oops, I've said something that I shouldn't. We can also talk about to put your foot in it, to put your foot in it. And that means to say something that you shouldn't. So I'm kind of a specialist at putting my foot in it, kind of, oops, I shouldn't have said that. We all are, we've all done it at some point. Anyway, let's look at this context too for let the cat out of the bag. One day during a press conference, James accidentally revealed a crucial detail about the movie he had just finished filming. His fellow cast members gasped in disbelief, realizing that James had let the cat out of the bag, effectively giving his fans a big spoiler about the end of the movie. The room fell silent as everyone processed the slip up. Okay, so let's look at the vocabulary that we've got going on there. So his fellow cast members, that's quite a useful phrase when you're talking about people that are common, have things in common with you. So you can talk about my fellow co-workers, my fellow tennis players, anyone who has something in common with you that it'd be useful to group together. So in this case, he's working with other actors, other cast members, so his fellow cast members. And it says that he has revealed, or he has let the cat out of the bag about a big spoiler. A spoiler is something that tells you about the end of a book or a movie. So we don't want to say, you know, oh, that movie's so great, I can't believe that the main character dies at the end. That's a spoiler. We've let the cat out of the bag. So it must be quite difficult for actors because they've got to not let the cat out of the bag and not give away spoilers while talking about their movies. At the end of that little section there, it says that the room fell silent as everyone processed the slip up. A slip up is a mistake, something that was done wrongly. Make sure if you're watching on the replay or live, if there's any words that I haven't covered that you're not sure of, put a question in the comment and let me know. Okay, the last context that we're going to look at. During a high stakes game of poker, so high stakes, really important. If something is really critical or important, it's high stakes. During a high stakes game of poker at the local casino, Jack and his friends were keeping their cards close to their chests, each trying to outwit the other. To keep your cards close to your chest means to guard your secrets. And you can talk about that in any context. So you could say, I don't want to tell my boss that I'm thinking about leaving right now because I haven't got another job. I'm going to keep my cards close to my chest. I'm going to keep my secrets and not tell them right now. So it means to guard your secrets. But in this case, it literally means that he has literal cards and he's literally trying not to show them. Okay. Okay, so Jack and his friends were trying to keep their cards close to their chest, each trying to outwit, be more smart, be more clever than the others. However, in a moment of overconfidence, Jack accidentally revealed his winning hand to the table, letting the cat out of the bag and giving away his advantage. So he showed them the cards that he had. His friend grinned or smiled in triumph, realizing they had him cornered, like they've won, while Jack cursed his careless mistake, knowing he had lost the game. So he showed his cards when he shouldn't have, and he let the cat out of the bag. Okay, so to let the cat out of the bag means to accidentally reveal a secret. He didn't want to show them that he had an amazing set of cards, but he accidentally did it. He let the cat out of the bag. Okay, I would love for you, whether you're watching live, and hellos, a few more people come joined, welcome, welcome. I would love for you to have a go at writing a sentence. And if you're watching on the replay, it would be amazing if you want to go and have a go as well. So let's look at this context. Rona saw her mother wrapping her birthday gift. Now the surprise has been revealed. Okay, can you notice there's a bit of a tense change there. Sometimes we talk about that as the narrative tense. When I was writing that, I was kind of thinking of it as a story. Sometimes we use the present tense when we're talking about the past, and we use it to make things seem more immediate. We tell things as if they're happening now, as if we're telling like a complete story of, and this happened, and I said that, I say this to him, and he says that to me, and I jump up and he says wow, and we're using that present tense even though we're talking about a past thing. But anyway, the little girl has seen her mother wrapping up her birthday gift, and gosh, there's 2 errors on here. It says dirty laundry, and it should say let the cat out of the bag. The cat has been let out of the bag in the sense that the girl has seen her present. Okay, can you write a sentence using to let the cat out of the bag in this context? Can you think about the fact that the girl has seen her present, the surprise has been revealed, and it's her mother that has let the cat out of the bag. So perhaps her mother let the cat out of the bag when she didn't wrap the gift in private, for example. Can you think of another sentence that you could write? If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead. I will check back and I will have a look at your sentences. Okay, let's do a really short quiz. Again, if you're watching now or watching on the replay, it would be amazing if you want to join in. So question number 1, don't worry, your secret is safe. My lips are A, shut, B, sealed, or C, closed. Which one would fit to create an idiom that's talking about a promise not to reveal a secret? Number 2, dirty laundry in the context of secrets means A, funny secrets, B, negative secrets, C, forgotten household chores. Okay, number 3, oh no, I have let the cat out of the something as I already told her. Okay, have you let the cat out of the A, cage, B, house, or C, bag? Okay, wonder if comments are coming up and I'm not seeing them in different places. I'm going to learn afterwards, and if they are, I greatly apologize because I would love to show them on the screen. Like I said at the beginning, technology, it can be humbling. Even though I've been teaching online since 2013, the platforms change, things change, and yeah, humbling but positive experience to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone and use these different platforms. I'm certainly not a master in using it. Thank you for bearing with me. But yeah, I'll check the comments after. Maybe they're coming in different places and I've not seen them. But anyway, the quiz, what would it be? What would fit? Well, we would have, and goodness, the highlights not showing up very clearly on the slides either. So that's another lesson learned, is to make the colors more vibrant because they don't show up. Okay, so number 1, don't worry, your secret is safe. My lips are sealed. So 1B. Number 2, dirty laundry in the context of secrets means B, negative secrets, really embarrassing, destructive things. 3, oh no, I have let the cat out of the bag, would be the answer for number 3. Okay, if you did it, tell me how you did. I would love to know. And we are about to wrap up here. Wrap up means close or finish. But before we do, I would love to know if you have any questions. Again, if you put them in the comments and I'm just not seeing them, I will come and look after. So I will reply to you if I'm not seeing them right now. But let me know if you have any questions about the idioms that we've studied. Let me know which of the idioms we looked at today is your favorite, perhaps one that you've used before or that you are going to use. And if there are no comments, then I will wrap this up. Oh, before we go, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, and I hear the hosts talking about, as we land the plane, I will ask, do you have any questions? And I think that's a really great idiom to use, and it's useful when you're trying to get a conversation to end and you're indicating to the other person that, okay, as we end this conversation, so in quite formal situations, interviews that you are perhaps hosting or meetings that you're facilitating, you can say, as we wrap up, I'm going to ask, do we have any questions? There's another one. As we land the plane, so to speak, do we have any questions? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I am planning to make this a regular weekly thing. I will make some changes and I will actually send out an email and announce it, which I didn't do for today. But 2 p.m. UK time each Saturday, I am going to experiment with going live. Thank you so much for being here. I massively appreciate it and hope to see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.